Okay, now we're looking at this shot here. Let's start by correcting the shot first. The first thing I notice is that the boxer is mostly in the shadows. So if I push the midtones up, I know that I'm going to face a lot of weird artifacts in the shadows once I add saturation. So I want to balance the shot through the Y channel. So I'll come to primaries here, and I'm going to control gamma and lift through the Y channel only. Let's push the midtones up. And bring the shadows down. Push the midtones more. Bring the shadows down more. And bring the midtones even more. Okay, now let's add a new node. And increase the saturation. This time we notice that there is a strong blue cast over the image. So I'm going to come to offset, reduce the blue channel a bit. Notice that I didn't reduce it that much. All what I did was just a small step, and it's mostly balanced now. I'm going to add a new node. And to stylize the image, I'm going to do it in log mode. Let's go back to the color wheels again and choose log mode. No, we were in log. I just don't like the green background here. The whole image is blue and red, and there is this green that is just pushing through the image, drawing attention to itself. So I'm going to add a new node, and I'm going to go to curves and hue versus saturation. Now let's choose green and reduce the saturation in green. So what I'm doing now is that I'm reducing the saturation of the green objects in the image so they won't be so prominent. Now I'm going to increase the saturation of the red parts of the image because of the color of his gloves. Okay, let's take a look at this image before and after this node. I'm going to press Command and D to deactivate this node. Now, more attention is being directed toward the main object in the image, which is the boxer. I'm going to add a new node. Go to log mode. Let's start with the cross-process look. I'm going to grab the highlights toward yellow. And I'm going to drag shadows in the opposite direction. And drag midtones almost in the same direction as highlights. Okay, starting to look better. The only thing that is giving this image away at the moment, it doesn't look so filmic, is that the shadows are oversaturated. So I'm going to add a new node and go to Luma versus saturation and reduce the saturation in shadows. Increase saturation in highlight. Okay, this looks better. The last thing I'm going to do is to go to log mode and try to adjust the gamma through the midtones, shadows, and highlights of log mode. We should be able to reach interesting effects. I'm going now to midtones. I'm going to bring the shadows down a bit. Okay. So, and the last thing, I'm going to draw attention to him through a window. Add the serial node. I'm going to draw a window. And let's see if the image moves. Yeah, he's moving through the image. So let's drag him first. I'm going to place the window over him. And notice that when you're tracking, DaVinci only tracks the data inside the main circle of the window, ignoring the feathered area. So I'm going to go to track, and now I'm selecting this node, I'm selecting this window inside this node, and I'm going to track forward. DaVinci's tracker is just magic. Okay, I'm going to zoom out a bit in order to control the window better. I'm just going to bring this here, bring this there, and I'm going to add an outside node. And go back to primaries and bring the gamma down. And bring back the saturation a bit. Increase the contrast a bit. And let's take a look at this now. Let's take a look at the original image. I still feel that it's a bit saturated. I'm going to add a new node and go to Luma versus saturation and start as usual by reducing the shadows, controlling the midtones,